Since you were last with me, our form has been horrible. Stay tuned to find out if we can turn it around on today's episode. Hello and welcome to episode 14 of the Pilgrimage. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got two games for you in the National League. We are away at Wrexham in the first game and then at home to Halifax Town. Since you were last with me, form's been decidedly indifferent. As you can see, we were unbeaten in the month of November, but we did have draws at home to Aldershot Town and also to Barnet. We lost back-to-back games at the start of December. We lost 4-1 away to Shrewsbury in the FA Cup and then lost 3-2 away at Dartford in the league. We followed that with a 1-1 draw at home to Maidenhead in the league before thrashing Scarborough Athletic 6-1 in the FA Trophy in the last game. So time now to turn our attention to the Wrexham game. And the team for the game at Wrexham is David Gregory in goal, Jack Cook, Luke Shields, Jake Wright and Scott Duxbury, the back four, Jonathan Page at the base of midfield, Shane Byrne and Andy Thanoj ahead of him, Fraser Preston on the right wing, Lee Angle on the left, Freddie Hines up front. Let's submit the team and go and do the team talk. Okay, the assistant manager is recommending if you carry your last performance into this match, we'll do well. Given that we won 6-1, I thoroughly agree with him. So we'll outstretch the arms and say that. And let's kick the match off and see if we can go and grab the win. So Wrexham get the game underway. Tozer has it, gives it to Stevenson, plays it to the left wing, and Mason, who cuts in field, has a shot, but it is just over the crossbar and the highlight ends. We resume with Wright in possession, Duxbury into Thanoj, Angle on the left, plays it to Duxbury, back to Wright, who goes for the long ball over the top, but only succeeds in finding the head of Tozer. Mason plays it to Taylor, to Jones, to Mullin. Rico Hackett is in behind and he has managed to put that wide and it's gone out for a goal kick, which we don't see, and the highlight ends. So we're going to demand more. We haven't started well, so let's demand more. And it is a Wrexham throw, Mason to Stevenson. He loses the ball. Hines plays it ahead of Preston. Preston plays it back to Cook, who crosses. Angle will keep it in, plays it back for Duxbury. Feeds Thanoj, Duxbury again. Turns, gets it to Angle. Gets it back, plays it to Thanoj. Page is tackled but wins it back. Thanoj crosses and Fraser Preston puts it in the back of the net. And it does count. It is Wrexham 0, Boston United 1. And we will watch the replay. Duxbury to Thanoj, Page. Thanoj chipped it in and Preston with the volleyed finish past the goalkeeper, making it 1-0. 5 minutes gone. And that lifts Boston United into third place on 49 points from 25 games. 8 adrift of leaders Stockport, but with 2 games in hand. And we are now 12 minutes in, still no further highlights. Don't mind if it stays that way as we're winning. Everybody is playing reasonably well, so no need to even think about any substitutions at this stage. Wright plays it to Duxbury into Thanoj. Angle on the left is tackled and it's played to Hackett. Mullin to Hosanna, and Hosanna's attempted cross is blocked. It ends up with Gregory in the Boston goal, and the highlight ends. And we await the next highlight. Boston have had the same number of shots on target as Wrexham, but Wrexham have had far more efforts, and Wrexham's XG is superior to ours. But I think a narrow lead or a draw is a fair result, and we'll keep plugging away. Let's encourage, see if we can get a little bit more out of the lads. Hines isn't having a great game up front, so he might be in line for coming off at half time unless he improves. Mullin is through, goes for the chip, but it's blocked over the crossbar and away for a corner. And Mason with it, headed away. Hines will collect and spin, takes it over halfway, but he's got no support. He's going to need to do this all himself. He has won a free kick, and Ben Stevenson picks up a yellow card for his trouble. Burns cross, Shields I think with the header, over the crossbar and out for a goal kick, which we don't get to see. So it remains 1-0 to Boston with 32 minutes gone. And that keeps Boston in the third position inside the playoff places. Mason with the corner, headed away, but Hosanna will collect outside the penalty area. He will get the cross in, but it's headed away. Baines will collect for Wrexham, feeds Mason. The cross is blocked and then cleared by Cook, but only as far as Mason. Hosanna to the byline, pulls it back for Jones. Angol clears but gives the ball away. Hosanna to Jones to Hosanna again. Jones is tackled by Angol, but wins the ball back. Hackett has it now, plays it out wide left to Mason. The header is on target but saved by Gregory. And into the last 10 or so minutes of the first half, Wrexham 0, Boston 1, the latest score. And Hines is still having a poor game, so is going to be the player hooked at half time. Wrexham very much will feel aggrieved at half time to be behind, and their manager, the under pressure Phil Parkinson, is sure to be sweating on his future at this stage. Can we take advantage of that in the second half? Time will tell. But it is in the midfield at the moment. Jones has it, gives it to Mullin, wide to Mason for Wrexham, back to Stevenson, into Jones, plays to Taylor, who goes for the shot, but it's wide and out for a Boston goal kick. And that should be enough to see us to half time. It is. So we'll go and give the lads some words of encouragement. We're doing well, but we can definitely find another gear. And let's make that change up front as well. So Freddie Hines for Jordan Burrow is the logical change. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And we'll send them out there for the second half. See if we can finish the job. Burrow plays it to Page, to Shields, into Byrne, Shields to Cook. Cook runs down the right, plays it into Shields, back to Cook again. Shields to Cook, into Thanos, wide left to Angol, back to Duxbury, infield to Page. Thanos plays it towards the touchline, but overhit, and there would have been an offside anyway. And I think The next substitution is going to be Cook, the right back for Boston, but not yet. We're going to hold that one for a little while longer. And just see if we can get beyond the hour mark before we need to make that. Ben Tozer with the free kick to Hackett. Baines to Jones. Jones goes wide to Mason. Hackett beats his man, cuts inside, has the shot over the crossbar, and the highlight ends. So we're a moment or two away from bringing Cook off. And actually Angol isn't having a great game either, but Cook is probably more of a priority to get off in terms of fitness, and Levi Ando the obvious candidate to come on. So we'll make that change now, just before the hour mark. And that's 2 changes. We'll save the last one until the last 15 minutes of the match. Hosanna is tackled, Page to Thanoj, back to the goalkeeper Gregory, who launches it long. Tozer is underneath it and finds Jones. Mason plays it forward but gives the ball away. Angol over the top. Burrow picks it up and pulls it back for Thanoj, who has the shot over the crossbar and out for a goal kick. And it's Lainton with that goal kick. Mullin to Hosanna. Taylor to Mullin. Mullin into Rico Hackett. Hackett with the shot. And it's saved. And Duxbury picks up the rebound and takes it to safety. And the highlight ends. And we will wait another 10 minutes before looking at doing one final substitution. And I think the obvious candidate is Page in the defensive midfield role. And Hackett plays it to Mullin. Hackett has it back, crosses it in. Mullin, shot blocked, behind for a corner off Andy Thanoj. And it's Mason with the outswinging corner, and it's the header is saved and put behind for another corner, which Mason takes again. Goes longer this time, but right heads clear, and it's picked up by Jones. Angol, I think, he's given away a free kick, but we don't get to see it. Right, let's get Page off. In fact, not Page, we'll go for Byrne instead, so we do have a central midfielder on the bench. So we'll bring on Jack Baxter for our final substitution of the day with 15 minutes left. And see if we can just ease our way to a 1-0 win. Wrexham will feel extremely hard done by to lose this one. They've been by far the better team, but the only stat that matters is the scoreline at the top of the screen. Wrexham 0, Boston United 1, and we're 7 minutes away from full time. So it looks increasingly likely that we will see out a successful 1-0 win. Duxbury with the ball now to Angol. Cuts infield, gives it to Page. Burrow goes to Baxter, who plays it through for Preston, who buries it into the back of the net. And it's Wrexham 0, Boston United 2. If there was any doubt before that we'd see it out, there surely isn't now. It's Angol to Page to Burrow to Baxter to Preston, who has the shot into the top corner. Keeper, no chance. Wrexham 0, Boston United 2. Surely that is game over. And we can quite safely go on to very defensive and try and see the game over. With 5 minutes left. And Tozer has it on halfway. Plays it long, but Duxbury's underneath it. Goes for the long ball, but only picks out Tozer. Camwa to Hosanna. Mason for the long ball to Hosanna. Duxbury with the tackle, and he's conceded a penalty, which is a long way from ideal. So I think we'll come off very defensive and go back to positive. Paul Mullin makes it Wrexham 1, Boston United 2, and still 4 minutes to go. And we are now living on our nerves for the last few minutes. Instead of being in a comfortable position, we need the added time figure to be as low as possible. It's 4, which is probably more than we'd want, although we are halfway through that already and into the last of the 4 minutes. And it's Tozer with the throw in, headed away by Shields. Preston collects it in the right back position, runs it over halfway, finds Baxter into Burrow. Baxter to Ando, forward to Preston, back to Ando. Preston, infield, Ando to Shields, back to the goalkeeper Gregory, goes wide to the left and Duxbury, Angol to Baxter. Baxter plays it through for Burrow, who has the shot, and it's cleared by Rob Lainton for a throw-in. The 4 minutes is up. Ando with the throw to Preston, back to Ando. Crosses into the middle, and Dixon Bonner clears. But that is full time. It's Wrexham 1, Boston United 2. And I'll see you in a moment for the second match of today's episode. Time now for the second match of today's episode as we face a home game against Halifax Town, and this is the team for that one. It's David Gregory in goal, a back four of Matt Tootle, Jack Cook, Leon McKeeser and Adam Curry, Shane Byrne at the base of midfield, Dan Lafferty and Andy Thanoj in central midfield, Dan Mooney and Lee Angol, the wingers, and Freddie Hines up front. Let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, the assistant manager is recommending go out there and impress me. Yeah, I think that's a fair shout. So we'll pump the fists and say that. And we'll send them on their way. And that has left all of them to a man composed, which is pretty well ideal. So let's submit the team and get out there. Okay, it is Halifax who get the game underway. It's with Kerr at the back. He swaps passes with Boone. Summerfield back to Boone. Kerr plays it wide to Marais. Marais loses it to Curry, but it's out for a throw-in and the highlight ends. And we await the first meaningful highlight of the game. So we're going to hit them with a demand more, just to let them know that they can't afford to rest on their laurels. We have had the only shots of the game so far, with 7 minutes gone, but nothing worthy of a highlight yet. Work ball into the box is a very good idea, so let's do that. And see if that can generate anything in terms of goalmouth action. Not yet. Let's hit them with a demand more as soon as we get the chance to do it. And there we go, demand more. And it is Boston in possession. Curry with the ball on the left wing. Beats his man, gets a cross in. Lafferty with the header. Johnson with the save for Halifax. And the highlight ends. And so we're 20 minutes in. Just that one big chance. Tootle now with the throw-in into Lafferty. Carvalho makes a successful challenge and finds Malkowski. Carvalho. Malkowski. Finds Slew into Seymour. Slew again down the left wing. I don't know if that's Jordan Slew, the ex Plymouth Argyle attacker. It might be. He's playing wide rather than up front, but that's not entirely unheard of. Curry to Angol. Angol plays it forward for Curry again. Curry into Hines. Hines looks to his right and Lafferty. Further right and Mooney. And it's Lafferty, but it's cleared. It's back with Makisa to Cook. Into Lafferty. Mooney into the penalty area. Back for Tootle on the overlap. Finds Lafferty. Johnson with the save prevents an almost certain goal. The corner will be an in-swinger from Byrne. And the header is over the crossbar from Cook. And it's away for a goal kick, which we don't see. So plenty of positive threat from Boston so far, but nothing in terms of an actual breakthrough. Mooney slips his man, goes inside, hits the shot, which is cleared. Slew picks it up and the highlight ends. Let's demand more again. And see if we can get the breakthrough before half time. Nothing yet, but another attacking highlight for Boston. Angol down the left beats his man. Can he get the cross in? No, but finds Curry to Byrne to Curry again to the byline. Pass to Angol. It's cleared and the highlight ends, so no chance of a shot there. Into the last 5 or so minutes of the first half. Still await the first goal of the afternoon. Byrne with the in-swinging corner. Makisa with the header over the top, and it's a goal kick to Halifax. And although we've dominated the first half, not been able to find a way through, don't think we need to take anybody off at half time, so we'll just let things stay as they are for now. Give the team a little bit of a rocket at half time, see if we can provoke some kind of response from them, although there may be one more chance before the break. Cook now runs towards the penalty area, gives it to Byrne, back to Cook, Byrne to Thanoj into Angol, Angol to Hines, Lafferty with the shot, spilt by the goalkeeper, and Hines mops up the rebound, and it is in the back of the net. Scrappy goal, but it is Boston United 1, Halifax Town 0, and we will watch the replay just to see exactly what happened. Angol into Hines to Lafferty. It actually cannoned off the woodwork, I think, and Hines was there just to prod it into the empty net to give us a half-time score of Boston United 1, Halifax Town 0, and as you can see from the XG graph, richly deserved half-time lead. So let's go into the dressing room and do the half-time team talk. I agree, we've had a lot of shots on target, we should be happy with that. Let's send them out for the second half. And we will drop a demand more, and we'll wait for the first substitution. We don't need to do it yet. Tootle on the right to Mooney, gives the ball away. Seymour to Lawless, to Carvalho, to Summerfield. Summerfield gives it away to Curry, and the highlight ends. We've done well so far, but we've only got a 1-goal lead. We need a second goal just to make sure. Got a free kick now with Thanoj, and he's managed to put it in the back of the net. We will get a good angle on the replay to see how good a free kick it was. And here we go, from behind the goal, curled around the wall, into the top corner. Fantastic finish. Andy Thanoj makes it Boston 2, Halifax 0. And it's Tootle on the right with the throw in to Lafferty, crosses. Curry with the header into the middle. It's cut out by Slew, who clears, and the highlight ends. And it's Johnson with the ball forward for Halifax. Seymour manages to beat his man and enters the Boston penalty area. Back for Slew, who chips it in. Maurice with the effort on target, but he is offside. And the highlight ends. So we're an hour in, and still no need to make a change, so we won't at this stage. We'll leave everything as it is. Although actually Angol probably needs to come off. Boone now with the ball on the edge of the area. Maurice straight at Gregory, who holds on, and the highlight ends. So we will take Angol off as the first substitution. We'll bring on Jordan Burrow to replace him, so he can play as an inside forward on that side. Cutting in, Lafferty into Hines, who tries to go around the keeper, does so and makes it Boston United 3, Halifax 0. And this is turning into a comfortable afternoon. So Lafferty with the ball over the top. Hines beats the goalkeeper to it, takes it round him and slots it into an empty net. 3-0, 28 minutes left. And don't think there's any need to take anybody off at this stage, although we do need to look after Matt Tootle because he's not long back from injury. Burrow to Hines. Thanos gives the ball away. Slew brings it forward for Halifax. Plays it back to Malkowski. Malkowski into Gilmore. Gilmore with the big diagonal. Seymour to Mayer. Mayer loses the ball, but Summerfield wins it back. Gilmore into Seymour. The shot is saved, but it's behind for a corner. And I think actually Byrne is going to be the next player to come off. So we'll make that change around about now, and it will be Lewis Bryan who will be the replacement. And I think Cook will be the final substitute. But we'll wait to do that until we're inside the last 15 minutes. Lafferty through on goal, has the shot charged down. We're into the last 20 minutes of the match, and we've closed the gap at the top to 4 points. We have a game in hand on Stockport as well. So all in all, a very successful afternoon's work. Cook is going to need to come off, and with 15 minutes left we'll bring on Luke Shields, and hopefully these lads can see the game through to a successful conclusion, and 3 points for Boston United to firmly put us back in the title race again. It's Shields to Tootle to Lafferty to Hines, back to Thanos. Byron with the ball over the top. Mooney plays it through. Hines will beat the goalkeeper to it, and he does find at the back of the net. And it is Boston United 4, Halifax Town 0. I don't know if he just beat the keeper to it or if he actually chipped him. We'll see from this angle. Hines actually does chip the goalkeeper. Good finish, good goal. 4-0, and deservedly so. We've been absolutely fantastic. So just need to see out the remaining 10 minutes now. We can cut back to standard, to balanced mentality. We don't need to go after Halifax at this stage. We can keep everything exactly as it is. 4-0 up into the last 4 minutes. Slew gives it to Gilmore, to Summerfield, Effect. Down the right wing, Effect with the cross, picks out Slew. His header is straight at Gregory. And with 2 minutes left, we remain 4-0 up. So we're just literally trying to eat up the clock now, and we are into 3 added minutes as signalled by the fourth official. Some players are starting to tire, but we've only a couple of minutes to go and no subs. It'll be fine. We're 30 seconds or so away from the full-time whistle. Bryan to Makiza, to Curry, into Thanoj, back to Makiza, Curry to Burrow, into Thanoj, plays it over the top for Hines, who's tackled, and it's cleared by Halifax as far as Curry on the halfway line. Bryan to Shields, and that is full time. It's Boston United 4, Halifax Town 0. Join me again in a moment when I'll show you the league table and okay, so following that most recent victory, we are in second place in the league table with 52 points from 26 matches. We are 4 points behind the leaders of Stockport County, but we do have a game in hand on them. And let's have a look now at what you can look forward to on the next episode, which will be tomorrow. And on that episode, we will show you the games. In fact, I'll show you the game against Stockport County and the game following that away to Weymouth at the end of February. And if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to my channel for weekday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.